Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our update 5 playthrough, and everyone is dying of hunger because they don't have the food, and honestly, I'm a little confused by it. We don't appear to have enough food or water. I've just remembered I haven't turned the pumps back on. That's probably going to be a thing we need. But we're not getting enough, and I'm very confused as to why we're not getting enough food coming in. I've got 2 farms running potatoes. I've got a farm running carrots there, one running here, I've got plenty of farms. I think the issue at the moment, what I'd like to do is to change this up and have the farms more staggered out, and then have like 2 harvesting, 1 planting, but it's not going to work the way at the moment unless I remove things and change things to do stuff. So we'll leave it as it is for the moment. It's not ideal, but what I don't get is that I feel like I have enough farms and the food isn't coming in. Now I do know that they work slower. They are 50% slower when they're low well-being. So they are running at half speed. So you need twice the amount of farms when they're hungry. So that makes sense. But I seem to have an excessive amount of farms for only basically 100 beavers. I've actually paused half the houses, so we've actually got 10 homeless beavers now. But even with them all being hungry and working at 50%, I still feel like I've got way enough farms for them to have food, and it's not. So I don't remember missing anything about carrots and potatoes being changed in the patch notes or things. Also, I don't seem to remember it being a 50% hit on working speed. I don't know. That number just seems large, but hey ho. And the -4 well-being as well. We got -1 average. You're injured. 10%. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. So what we're going to do is we are going to put in another farm or 2 or 3. And we're going to put in some wheat. Now, wheat doesn't require... You don't need as big a space of wheat because wheat is very good. Space-wise there. It has been changed. Wheat has been changed. I don't think the growth time's changed. No, that's the same, but the harvesting has changed. The processing of wheat has changed. So you need a grits mill and a bakery. And the numbers in these have changed. So the actual growing of wheat should be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put in the 3 farms for the wheat because I just don't think we need 3 farms for it. I might be completely wrong. Actually, I'm just kind of thinking that maybe I should put the 3 farms in here as I would do normally. I know these are efficient. These are efficient. So they have 3 beavers in them, so you don't need to go as much for them. But we're just not keeping up on the food. We're just not keeping up on the food right now. So something's not quite right. What if we put 3 farms down here, one planting and 2 harvesting, and have like this area be carrots, and then we'll change this area in here near the water's edge to be wheat because it doesn't need as much. So maybe we could do that and just have the 1 farm doing it, and kind of give up on this farm here because these carrots, this area does not stay wet during the drought anyway. So yeah, I think maybe let's do that. And we're probably going to go excessive. I don't need this many farms for running carrot plant like this, carrot area like this. But we are going to obviously fill in this at some point as well. So it will be a bigger field than it currently is. If I do that, and then move that one over as well. Boom, that seems to be spaced out pretty well. We've got 4 gap there and a 3 gap there. 3 gap. I can't do anything about it yet. Okay, boom. And you're all going to be set to doing carrots. Carrot, you are harvesting. Carrot, you are planting. And carrot, you are harvesting. And we might as well put the carrots in because the current farms that are there can harvest them, can do them. So we're going to reach up to there. So up to there, which I think is where we want to go one back there. But yeah, so that's where our line's going to come down for our crop thing. So yeah, so we'll do a line all the way down here, and then there'll be there'll be food either side of it, and then we'll do the same on this side over here, and then we'll change these carrots up to be wheat instead, and then we'll get some wheat processing going. I think that's going to be probably the best way of doing this for the moment. We've got sunflowers as well, but sunflowers suck. They really are bad, so let's not worry about those. Let's get a grits mill and a bakery in. Okay, so so we need one flour every hour. Grits mill can produce one flour every half hour, so it's one grits mill to 2 bakeries. Okay. So, if we put a grits mill in here, that if we do, we've got these stairs, we have got stairs unlocked, yes. So how do we do this? We'll move, no we can't, because you can't, storehouses don't transfer power anymore. Why? Why did you make that change? No. Oh. Whatever, it's fine. We'll go. We'll do an up at the back. We've got a high power shaft. That's fine. We'll just do this. Go up, and then build a platform. Build in here a grits mill, which is going to go there. Build in here a bakery, which is going to go there. And put a staircase in front of the grits mill and that one. Put a road down this way to there, like that, like that. There we go. Store flour in here. Store bread in here. And the wheat can be stored in the farmhouses here, or we can actually change this one to be wheat. Carrot storage is up here, which is not ideal. We could put carrot storage opposite these as well. That's a perfectly viable thing to do. Oh, I didn't put in the power. Need a power shaft. Okay, Beavers can get around it. That's fine. Okie dokie. Yeah. Do the power thing first. Come on. Do the power thing first. Okay, so we get that going, and then we'll change this to be wheat here, and they said wheat can be stored in the farmhouses. Yeah. That'll be fine. Wheat can be stored in the farmhouse. That won't be a problem. We also do want to build a floodgate here, because I was over and in whether we need it or not, and the reason I wasn't sure whether we needed it or not was because my brain was already on the whole, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of the Badwater this way, over here, and I always forget about the pool. Down here. So we will have some Badwater come in, and we don't want the Badwater stored in here or here, because it will take forever to get rid of it in here. So, yeah, okay. So you build these, you build that. That's fine. We've got 8 beavers spare. I have paused 5 of our houses right now just to try and bring the population down a little bit to help with the food. We are just losing a lot of beavers to hunger, but that's just the way it currently is. That's fine. How much power are we producing? We don't. Let's pause those. 700. You're still doing stuff here. 450. Gonna add you to it, and you're not power. You don't need power, so. But there's 2 bakeries. It's 2 bakeries to one mill. So let's put in a second bakery. I'm just going to put it on the floor and back here. Right. Bread, wheat flour. Okay. So yeah. So you produce here 1 grain, half an hour to make 1 flour. Okay. So that means in an hour you make 2 flour. You use 1 flour in an hour to make 5 bread. So yeah, so we're getting bread in. That's fine. And this is wheat is by far the best food type. It is by far the best food type when it comes to space and yes, it requires extra processing, but when it comes to how much space, like one wheat tile takes 10 days and produces 3. So that means it's 10 days plus a bit of processing, and you get 15 bread from 1 tile. No other food gets even close to that. The potatoes is 6 to 1, and then when they cook them, they grill them, it becomes 4. So yeah, it's 6. That's 1.3. Yeah, it's not. It's yeah. It's a potatoes are good, but wheat is better. And carrots are good, and sunflowers just awful. So yeah. So it's definitely wheat, potatoes, carrots, and sunflowers. The cattail things require even more, but you have to process the cattail into flour and then make cattail crackers, and then the spadedock you can grill. You get 3 every 12 days, and then when you grill them, you get 3. So that's 9 every 12 days. Whereas bread is 15 every 10 days. So yeah. And potatoes are 12 every 6 days. So potatoes and wheat are pretty close together, actually. I thought wheat was the clear winner, but no, potatoes and wheat are pretty close together. Okay. And with the changes as well, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer to process the wheat, maybe, because they changed them. They changed the numbers. They changed the numbers on that. So I'm not sure whether it's actually a longer process now or a shorter process, or they made. I think the flour take longer. The flour takes shorter time, but the bread take longer. So it's weird, but they do 2 to 1. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's just get on with this and let this go. You can plant the carrots in here, and then you'll harvest these up here. You should probably be set to harvest. You can be set to plant. That's fine. Because I want you to harvest up all these ones here first before you start planting new ones, please. And then we'll stop you growing carrots here, actually. We've got no food now anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I stop growing them now. So we'll just do this and swap it over to wheat. And everything will be wonderful and joyous and fantastic. So let's speed up time to either where we have food or we have dead beavers. Place your bets now. Which do you reckon is going to come first? The bread or death? And several days later, a drought is upon us. But it's fine. It's just a drought. It's not bad water. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I didn't store any water back here. Didn't think we needed it, so it'll be fine. What I should do is I should actually pause these. Not that it particularly matters, because actually, do you know what? Let's not pause those. Let's drain out this area completely in here and find out exactly what happens with it. So when this area goes completely dry, let's see what happens with the crops. The grain is planted, or the wheat is planted. So everything is good and fantastic there. So yeah, I think we're good. Food is not a problem again now. We are up on carrots. This is what I needed. This is the usual setup that I would always go for. 3 farms. I know the official farmhouses are good, but 3 farms, 1 planting, 2 harvesting. This will work well. These obviously were initial fields that were put in, so you just have the 1 farm to get a carrot going right at the start of the game. Should probably have added the 2nd farm to this, because that's the issue. They can't harvest these quick enough. And when it comes to potatoes, it's fine. We've got 1 harvesting, 1 planting. Well, both planting. Sorry. So that's fine. It doesn't. It's okay. It's okay. When we get the wheat in as well, it will even the load on the potatoes. So that'll be fine. The wheat, however, will not be processed because these poor little wheels here are not enough to run all of this. So we'd have to pick and choose and turn things on and off as we want it to go. I might just not bother at least this drought. I might just not bother. I might just let it do its thing. Just let them all sit there and not worry about it. So yeah, but let's dry this area here where they live, and I want to see. So this will affect this one here. This will keep this one here, which means we'll lose some potatoes here. Don't think we're losing the carrots. We might lose some wheat here, although this is, I think between this corner and this corner we should get all the wheat there, but between this point and this point I don't think we'll get here. We'll see. Yeah, so we lost some potatoes up the top there. Okay, that's fine. Wheat's fine. So even if I do forget to pause these, it's not the end of the world right now. We are safe and good and wonderful and fantastic. I will turn these on because some power coming through is better than none, I suppose. Although we could definitely pause our metal and explosive factories during the drought, and then just have the grits mill and these three running. Yeah. Dynamite, we're doing very well on dynamite. We have 68 dynamite, which is awesome. It means we can very soon start doing stuff here that I want to do here. As I said, I'd like to just straighten this out. I'd like to get this coming straight along, and then, you know, maybe coming all the way along to like here, and then turning and going up and out the back of the map. It's a lot of effort to do and a lot of explosives required, but I'd kind of like to do that if possible, and then we could put water wheels in there and have all our industry at the back here and all the farming over this side. So I think that would make sense. Also, moving the district centre was recommended. We probably will put it more central, probably above the river somewhere here, so it is more even. But it's not desperately worried. I'm not desperately worried about it because they don't have any range anymore, and beavers don't really take into account the range from the district centre. It's more from wherever they live to food and back in. So we've got carrots stored over here, carrots stored over here. We've got potatoes stored here. What we do is some potatoes stored. Put the food somewhere near the houses. That would make sense as well. It's probably more important than putting the actual district centre down here, but yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We are absolutely recovering from this. So, you know, considering an episode or 3 ago we were completely flooded with bad water and everything was really, really bad, I think we're doing well. I think we're doing well. You are the scrap. Okay. Okay. So the question is, what's the next step? Where do we go from here? I'm kind of thinking... I was thinking about putting windmills above the water here to get some power. But if we're going to do this, I might as well just invest in doing this completely here and get in for the power, because bad water always flows. Bad water always flows. I've been sat way back away from the microphone. Sorry if I've been quiet there. But bad water always flows. So if we were to harness the power of bad water, we could get infinite power, which is awesome. Awesome. That's until they add some mechanic in there where bad water damages things, which would be an awesome mechanic. Awful, but also awesome. Imagine if buildings could get damaged, like over time. So, you know, they could add an acid rain season and buildings get damaged and beavers get injured from acid rain, and then you have to have a repair shop that goes and repairs them. And if you put water wheels inside bad water, they would get damaged over time. Wouldn't destroy them, wouldn't completely destroy them, but definitely get them to the point where they stop working. You know, like they're damaged down to a certain amount and then require repair kits, I suppose, would be the best possible way to do that. Have repair kits. I'm making up mechanics now on the top of my head. Yeah, you could have wooden repair kits and metal repair kits, which would be quite cool. So any building that needs metal to build, like the smelter and stuff, would require metal repair kits. Any building that only requires wood to build, like the gear workshops, lumber mills, requires wooden repair kits. I think that would add an interesting little another addition to the game to add to it. And of course, you could just choose, oh, it's all damaged, I'll destroy it and just build a new one. You could choose to do that if you wanted to. So, yeah. But okay. So let's have a look at how we're going to do this here. So what I want to do is turn off the water for a minute. I want to basically come down here. This is all coming down here, blah, 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 blah. And then here I want to come down to kind of the level that this is at here, and then just run a straight line across, which means we're going to have to do something here. So I mean, we're going to have to get some dirt, because we're going to have to need some dirt to do some things with it. We're going to have to get rid of a bit of here, so we'll run a line straight along here and kind of through where we are here, and then we'll turn that way. We could just run it straight to the end, and maybe even off the end if we wanted to, and just run power just permit on there. And it's a big project. That's a big, interesting project. I do actually kind of like that big, interesting project. Maybe we could do that. When it comes to putting, doing dirt excavating. This requires power to extract to produce dirt, and then you require this put down, which requires treated planks and lots of expensive buildings. But then you can put dirt down. The dirt excavator can just sit somewhere and just mine and mine and mine and mine and mine and not worry about it. It can just mine forever and not worry about it. Even when it hits the bottom of the map, it just continues to mine and produces dirt for free. It doesn't just stop. Which, unless they've changed that would very much be a pain. But it means that we could possibly like put it here and just mine all the way down. And you can also move it. You can move it to build ginormous reservoirs. So we could do that. We could put it in this gap here, make a huge reservoir, and then move our pumps over to just here and have a really reservoir going all the way down to the bottom of the ground, which is not all that far actually. Not all that far at all really, but we could do that. We could definitely do that. We could also come up here and do the same thing as well. You could absolutely mine in here. The problem is if we chose to do it here, I'd have to redirect the Badwater somewhere, otherwise it would get in the reservoir. So, but then again, the Badwater is going to get in the reservoir anyway until we change this here, which I do want to do. I do want to change this so that we will redirect the Badwater just straight off the edge of the map. It could be even something as very simple as just running a channel here with floodgates, and then just lock the floodgates here and let the Badwater just get lost straight off the map there. Boom, 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 go. And then when good water comes along, you just switch them and away you go. So that's an option. We're going to need dirt because this comes down here and it's going to come here. So we need to fill this area in with dirt here. How about we do this? Let's dirt it up. Let's dirt it up. Let's get dirty, shall we? I'm just going to mine here. This will do. Yeah, this will do. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Unlock the dirt excavator. So the dirt excavator can sit here, like that, but requires. Oh, we can actually sit. Yeah, I've got the entrance is actually one above, so we could sit in the water technically there. I don't know how to get power to it. Actually, that would be quite easy. We'd have to just do here. They can't get to this because they can't reach over the corner. So that's a bit of a pain. What's happening to this power here that doesn't really have that much power anyway? It's got plenty of power when the water's flowing. Which way do I want to do this? I need to cut that there and run a power line down and into the water. So let's do that. Let's destroy that and destroy that. Very sorry. Boom. And then we're going to put a power line in here like this. And I'm going to wait for you to build that before I put the next one in. Because I know what you like. I know what you like, Beavers. You will build this one first and not build this one, and then we'll have terribleness happening. So yeah, and we'll just mine out here and not worry about it for the minute. That'll be fine. Okay, and then we'll put in our terraformer, which is here. Requires treated planks. We don't have treated planks yet. That's fine. We can put that in just there. We can do that. And then we can put in a storage, which needs to be a pile like this. Or yeah. And then this can be filtered to be dirt. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then you will get power, although you require a lot of power, I think. 200. 200 is not so bad. Okay, we can unpause these now. The wheels are producing enough power, so we're good. We're good. And we're getting bread. We get bread. Woot. Woot. I'm going to unpause the houses. There we go. Oh, and what's going to unpause the water? And pause those full. Like that. There we go. But okay, awesome. Right. So, treated planks. Treated planks are a thing we're going to need as well. Okay, how do we build treated planks? It is this building here. And I suppose we could just put it on the end there. Yeah, that'll do. And I'll build power line out, power line down. We'll build a T-junction there. To power, not that we need to power the bakery, but Might as well put a T-junction there anyway. There you go. Boom. You can get around the back now. Awesome. There we go. Boom. And that will do that. Requires gears. We are low on gears because we've only got one gear workshop running. We need to industrialize. But we have to invest before we can industrialize. So we'll get there. Yeah. We'll just need to get up here and do stuff up here. So what I want to do then is I want to actually say, hey, would you stop chopping down this here, please? Mind? Do that. We want to unlock the tapper shack. Then put you in. I'll put you right there in the corner. And you're going to be doing pine resin. Awesome. Not that there's any maple tree to get, but yep. Okay. This is all good back here. This is all done and dusted and stopped and finished up there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're good. I feel like we're good. I feel like we're in a good place again. There is food. There is water. There are trees. There are logs. There aren't any gears, but that's okay. We're not really producing the gears. We should really invest in doing more gears as well. Oh god, you require 55 gears, so you're going to be ages to build. It's fine. There's no worry. Let's just build another gear workshop. Okay. Yeah, then we get a tapper shack, and you can tap into that there. You will plant the pine. You prioritize oak because oak takes longer to grow, so that makes sense. Pine will grow and get the sap, and then you will get the resin, from the pine resin, and everything will be awesome, and then you can make treated planks, and we're good to go. So okie dokie, let's leave this one here. Let us return next time, and we shall continue from there and begin the Industrial Revolution. We will get dirt, we will get treated planks, then we'll get dirt. And then we will begin to redirect a river, because we can do that. We have the technology. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always,